lot goes into a soundtrack. We're talking finances. We're talking selecting the right talent. We're talking about selecting, I think it really comes down to talent. I think it comes down to talent and the message behind what you want to do.
One.
This week we just finished recording 32 musicians, 32-piece orchestra, any instrument, cellos, violins, violas. We had, 8 violins, 3 violas, 3 cellos, 2 basses, 2 French horns, 2 trumpets, 2 trombones. We had baritone sax, alto sax, with clarinet, oboe, and we had the bassoon. I mean, we had a number of instruments. And to be able to sit in the middle of that orchestra while the conductor is dancing, in my interpretation of it, I would say dancing within the music.
Once I think I had also some master class with the ballet dancers, and they said that, you know, the conductors, because we are kind of developing through also our long lives, long or short, but we develop, you know, this. So what we develop is the hand, the face, the expression, the body. I mean, but when you conduct, you don't move your legs, but you stand. But so we use kind of this upper body from here. And, you know, we also look for the expression of the hand, which could be also more poetic, you know. If you're angry, you make it like this. If you are happy, or if you want to make smoothly. So the same that it is a plastic pantomime or whatsoever. I mean, our gesture is to give, not for the audience, but for the orchestra, what do you want? Do you want the attack or the articulation, which is legato or dolce, or if you want it, I mean, the melody floating like this, or do you want it angry or to be like this? So I think this is very common with the ballet. My goal is to reach the musicians, because they need, through the gesture, through the plastic, to understand the my view, or what I feel and what I want, because we don't talk, you know, through the music, but kind of I express. And if I look like this, so I want you, yes, be nice. If I want a bit something darker, if I want angry, or make it like this, so they can feel and they see what kind of sound and what kind of character there is.
This has been one of those experiences where you have the most wonderful experiences in life. And it's also one of those experiences where it's the most horrific. Anything that could go wrong goes wrong, but at the same time you're filled with the art of 32 musicians, plus a conductor, plus the engineers, and plus everybody that goes into making this project what it is. There is no experience like that, and to be honest with you, I would do it 10 times again. I would continue to do it over and over and over again, just for the love and just for the art of it. But to be honest with you, oh my goodness, even as much help as you can get, as much people as you have working on your team to make sure that nothing goes wrong, something will always go wrong. That's the violas. That's the violas right there. First of all, it is an experience that I know that most people don't have and don't get to experience. I can remember many times throughout my career as a film director and producer where many people came up to me and said that either they never knew their father or that they lost their father through death, and or they're just not close to their father. And I can say neither of those. My father is alive, he's well, he's in my life. It's a wonderful bonding experience. I will always cherish it. I don't think there's any words that really can describe it, to be honest with you. I really don't think that there's any words that can describe the love that a son has for his father and the love that a father has for his son. And we create together. It's such an amazing experience just to be able to create together. To be in a room full of other musicians and to know that every musician, as talented as he or she is, doesn't have that connection.
Last moment. So he reached like this, and his peluca came off.
Room of 30, 31, 50 musicians or whatever, we're blood related. And we have a history. And we can communicate. And we can communicate silently. I know his facial expressions. I know when he's saying, no le falta respeto. You know, I know when he's saying anything. And that's an immense experience. But to be able to hear the music that he created and to see all these musicians playing it, and he's just a genius. I mean, like I said before, if you look at all this, he handwrote all of this music. Most of it before I was born. He handwrote this. Everything is handwritten. There's nothing on a computer.